What is the local lettings market like in Billericay? If you're a landlord looking at becoming a landlord in the future, or currently renting a property in Billericay, I'm going to cover some of the key and useful information for the lettings market in Billericay. Obviously, as a business, we also cover lettings in Billericay as well as sales. So I also wanted to cover that in a video. So just talking more generally about the lettings market in Billericay, it's very similar to a lot of kind of areas across the UK. That the lettings market is so strong. It has been for a long time, and it's continuing to be such a strong market where properties are listed for rent on the market and are gone very quickly. It's very rare that a property will sit on the market for an extended period of time when it's up for rent, as long as it's not priced astronomically high, then it will move and it will shift, and you'll have a tenant in there very quickly. And in terms of average tenancy durations, a lot of people are taking longer tenancy durations, actually, looking to secure a property and a home for a longer period of time rather than needing to worry about moving quite consistently and several times over several years. And the reason the rental market is so strong is because of where the mortgage rates have been. Obviously, they were considerably higher than where they are now. We're at kind of in and around 4%. We was up at 6% kind of 18 months ago, but that is still obviously higher than where we was several years ago, where people were getting rates of around 1%. So people are looking to rental properties because it's, in some cases, the more cost efficient way of having a home compared to buying a property, particularly if they've struggled to get a deposit together. So that's why the rental market is so strong. So I also wanted to cover some of the key stats in the rental market for the Billericay market. So just to kind of cover some of these key stats. So the average rent achieved for a property in Billericay was just over 1,500 a month, and that is up 6.6%. So this comes back to what I was saying, where the rental market is so strong and things are moving so quickly. Because that demand is so high, the prices are continuing to increase. 43% of the homes that were let in the last 12 months were flats. Now, flats were achieving an average rental value of just over £1,200 a month. Houses were a bit higher, up at just over 1,700. So that's then where you get the averaged out 1,500 across all properties. In terms of the average age of renters, so the average age of renter in Billericay in the past 12 months is 36, but actually 19% of the renters are aged 25 to 29. So again, where that sort of age where you'd normally get a lot of first-time buyers, you have also got quite a high percentage of those that age range that are looking at rented property as well. So that's also something to take into account, that as I say, it kind of goes back to that first point, that a lot of first-time buyers are moving into the rented side of the market as well. And then finally, just looking at some of the supply and availability of rented properties, just covering that in a bit more detail. So in the past 12 months, there's been 436 homes listed for rent in Billericay, and that is up 13% on last year. So again, while there's lots of demand in the market, there's also supply. There's more and more people that are renting their properties, and despite lots of stuff going on, with the rental with the new rental scheme the government are looking at, the Renters' Rights Bill, there's lots going on in that space. There's still lots of people that are investing in property and looking to become a landlord because the market is just so strong, and that's shown in that number. There's currently 59 homes available for rent in Billericay, and that is up nearly 44% on last year. So even right now, you can see that there's a lot more homes. As I said, there's demand, but there's also lots of supply for rental properties as well. But interestingly, and this is what a lot of people say this, and I completely agree whenever they say it, is that a lot of the time properties are gone before you can even get in viewings on rental properties. So you need to be very quick and active on the market if you are looking to rent property. And this is shown in this stat that on average, properties that were rented in the last month had only been on the market for 13 days. That's nearly 44% shorter than a year ago. So that really proves that stat that you do need to be if you're looking to rent and you're looking for a new home to rent, you need to be active on the property portals every single day, probably multiple times a day, to make sure you're getting the viewings in and being one of the first people in to see those properties, because as I said, demand is so high and they're moving so quickly. So that's everything on the rental market in Billericay. If you want to receive any more information on the rental market, if you've got a property you'd like to understand how much you could achieve for it on a monthly basis for rent, feel free to send me a message and I'll be happy to help.